Hello and welcome. I'm going to start with the stream that took place on March 12th, 2021 and work my way backwards to February 26th. The stream from March 12th was an hour and 14 minutes. They start off with talking about the day one patch for the Xbox that's also coming to PC, presumably that day. There is a preview available for the patch. It's on the forums. I'll leave a link to it in the description. The new player experience is being completely revamped. There is a tutorial now that goes through a ton of information about things like the hero deck, upgrading equipment, armor set bonuses, and more. Any current players can go back to it by selecting it in the select mode screen, and they should, because there's a special cosmetic reward for completing it, revealed to be a cover in last week's stream. They played through this new tutorial on stream, and they showed off an objective tracker on the right side of the screen. The plan is to expand this objective tracker beyond the tutorial into the whole game. It'll clear up what the player needs to do for challenges, it'll be the new location for the enemies bar, and it'll make the UI more friendly for split screen. They've also added waypoints to help direct players to points of interest. Some additional features coming in the patch include little stars that'll show up above the defense as you upgrade it, and improvements to enemy health bars. They're adding a toggleable and adjustable aim assist, which should be a nice tool for gamepad and console users. They're changing the point at which defenses start glowing with a green outline to alert the player. The outline will show when the defense is at 50% health, and it'll flash green and yellow when the defense is at 25% health. They're taking a look at things like the cursor snapping with certain defenses and improving priority on upgrading defenses. Hopefully this will put an end to accidentally upgrading reflect beams. Lalta mentions that they're doing a pass on HUD and UI optimizations that will result in a performance gain by reducing the amount of tools used in Unreal Engine 4, which is, of course, the 3D creation platform that DDA runs on. They did officially pass their Xbox Day 1 certification as of March 12th, so any speculation about the launch date not being met can be quelled. March 17th is a go. There will be a timed login event for a Leprechaun-themed transmog item sometime between Wednesday, March 17th and Wednesday, March 24th. The official dates will be announced on their Twitter and probably Reddit, Discord, and the forums. Links to everything in the description. I'll do a community post on the channel the first day of the login event. There will be an Xbox Wire post going out that will have a bit of information about the next major content update. They also alluded to more info coming out for plans for multiple games, so possibly DD2. DDA will have some enhancements on the Xbox Series X and S, so it should have additional performance and be smoother on those consoles. Chromatic Games is doing some giveaways on their Facebook and Twitter accounts. Be sure to check them out if you're interested. Next up, the stream from March 5th, 2021. It was an hour and 10 minutes. There are no plans to do crossplay currently, but they want to look into it in the future. Cross saves will be coming after the Xbox launch. There was a separate certification process for that, so rather than delaying the Xbox launch, they decided to launch without it and patch it into the game after going through that separate certification process. They're planning to add a whole bunch of tutorials that will help introduce players to new heroes, abilities, defenses, and strategies. Massacre, Pure Strategy, and Mix Mode are coming with the Xbox Day 1 patch. That's also coming to PC, though unfortunately they won't be playable Rifted. At least 4 maps are in the pre-production process currently. Lalta mentioned he wanted to test some platforming stuff with one of our new heroes, indicating that there's more than one hero currently in the works. Trading is definitely on the docket for future updates. It's currently in the ongoing development section of the roadmap. A link to that will be in the description. When asked if they'd ever add new towers to the current heroes, Phil states that they'd rather add new heroes to add variety to the game. Lalta states that they'll be distributing player surveys soon via their social media accounts to get more input from the community, and it won't just be about DDA. They're focusing more on bringing in new heroes and content instead of DD1 and DD2 content, but if they do bring back any fan favorites, they'll be reimagined and not just copied over. Lalta states that they want to emphasize the movement aspects of the game as well. Maybe we'll see more platforming challenges in the future. They may add in paid supporter cosmetics at some point if people want that, but they won't be adding microtransactions that affect gameplay or allow for shortcuts. Something else coming in the update is the addition of custom sockets on all the heroes that allow for large mask cosmetics to fit properly and look much better, so you'll no longer see clipping through of the apprentice's hat if you put on, say, your corgi cover. And finally, the dev stream from February 26th, 2021. It was an hour and 5 minutes. They don't have any plans for PvP content in DDA at this time, but it's not out of the question. Movement and usage of space in a strategic sense, or just with their base movement, is being emphasized in some of the upcoming heroes. New heroes will likely be teased toward the end of March. Between the developers wanting to bring in new stuff, wanting things to make sense with the lore and the story, and wanting to stay mechanically consistent with the other heroes and elements of the game, it looks like the summoner isn't going to make the cut for DDA. It's a long shot, but if ever, we may see him at the end of DDA's production cycle. Disappointing for many, but it seems to be for the best. There is no field of view setting in DDA. Lalta states this is because it would be a big negative impact on performance. The DD2 daily login rewards will be getting an update this year. They're planning to keep all consoles and PC aligned with the same content. They're not planning to differentiate them. This will help cross-save not run into version issues. There will be no gameplay affecting content exclusive to any specific platform. Giveaways won't be platform specific, but there may be platform exclusive cosmetics or things that don't affect gameplay. That'll do it for this one. All relevant links will be in the description, and thank you so much for watching.
Do that, that's so mean.
I couldn't see anything there. Like,
Oh, I'm already dead.
I did not think she was there.
Cobalt got me.
Wait, the show is written for like, from a Japanese like, writer's perspective. It's not, it'd be like
I
watching,
jumped
like,
into that.
a telephone. Because one of the things about this game is
Oh no.
like,
Oh no.
that we really want to emphasize with like,
got you, Cliff.
everything we put into it.
Yeah, I gotta go. I can't see the trap. Up. There we go. Big. Come on. And that's a rip.
That's a rip. Alright, looks.
Just go up the sides here. Oh. No!
No.
I'm sorry, do what now?